Hey everyone, my name is Bon and welcome to my main work. So in this main work, I'm gonna be talking about how feedback influences our businesses. So in this, I'll be taking examples since I think the businesses are really good examples. I'll be taking a coffee shop and a pet shop with the inspiration from the other members' businesses and my shop, which is digital design, and how feedback can influence my business. So for coffee shop. So like a coffee shop, let's say for example Starbucks. If suddenly one day the feedback on Starbucks or the reviews on a certain Starbucks, let's say a Starbucks in Texas, for example, were to have a lot of bad feedbacks. Firstly, they will have more negative implications and people would start avoiding that place. Maybe a review could say that their drinks are really weird. There has been hair in the fries or something. Maybe the cream isn't whipped at all, for example. Basically, the quality of it is not up to their standards. So this means that other people, since there's only a few small reviews, other people will come test out the shop. And since the reviews talk about a certain item, the people that go to test are more likely to order that item with a add-on. So let's say that item doesn't do very well. Let's say the Frappuccino doesn't do very well. This means that more and more bad reviews are being put on the coffee shop. And people no longer really want to go to that coffee shop and start searching for alternatives to that coffee shop, such as, let's say, Highlands Coffee, for example, or maybe Wayne's Coffee, etc. This means that the more bad feedback that a coffee shop gets, the less customers it will get. And this spiral will continue on and on until the coffee shop no longer has any loyal customers left, because either its marketing is too weak, the quality of the drink, the price of the drink, and the ethicity, the ethic, is it ethically produced or something? Yes. Next, the pet shop. With the pet shop, I think that a bad review could be something like the dog food made my pet throw up, but maybe since it's only a few small reviews, a pet shop has a lot of reviews, so the reviews could stretch from maybe about the food, the surgeries, or the vet service that they give. Let's say the toys or the items that pets can play with, and lastly, how the shop treats the other people's pets when the other people are away. Let's say that a dog owner says that the food is really bad. It's fine because not every dog is adapted to a certain type of food. They can get a bit sick the first time eating it because maybe the dog is allergic to something, but other dogs aren't. However, when it comes to the vet service, where the pet's healthcare is being measured, it's very important for a company or business like a pet shop not to get bad feedback. This is because the vet service governs the healthcare of the animals, meaning that if bad feedback, for example, talking about animal abuse, improper usage of animal drugs, etc., this means that the pet shop will be known and shut down because the quality of a pet shop, the food is not important. The toys are not important. What is important is the relationship between the owners and their pets. If their pets die in that pet shop, theoretically speaking, the pet shop can shut down for its low quality, low maintenance, low price. So feedback on the pet shop is more severe. Now, what does a digital design company do against feedback? So I think I'm presenting mine last because it's the most vulnerable. There are numerous digital design companies out there. And because there's a lot of companies out there, there's more likely to have more competition between a wider area of ideas. So, a feedback to my business could mean that, let's say, they don't like the design. So that's normal because everyone has their own opinions. But what if they don't like the time, the price, and the inconvenience that our business gives them? They could say that the poster that we made came out in low quality, or the shipping prices are too high, or maybe like our business is too unethical. We're taking pictures illegally, for example, or we're taking pictures that like people are offended about. For example, the swastika in Germany. This means that feedback, because our business has a lot of competition, wants a really like sparkling like a chain of bad feedback gets to us, it means that our business has way less power than the other businesses, because customers no longer trust a company that offends everyone, that is really long and like they just try and drag out the time and procrastinate every time, as well as the quality of their designs is not up to date. Which means that the feedback here in the real practical world affects all companies, and with more bad feedback, or maybe good feedback, customers are more likely to make the choice to stay away from the business or become more loyal to the business. So, that's all of my understanding on this topic. Thank you for listening and have a nice day. Bye.